Hey, Chef Billy Parisi here from BillyParisi.com, and I'm going to be making a super delicious classic with a twist, Huevos Rancheros on a tostada, and my good friends over at GoodCooks are going to help us hook it up. Huevos Rancheros translates from Spanish to English as rancher's eggs, and it's an absolute staple breakfast item in Mexico. For those folks who worked on farms or were ranch hands, they sort of made this amazing meal combining protein and vegetables and starch and just went to town on it. It is an absolutely incredible, comforting brunch meal. You are gonna love it, so let's not waste any more time. The first thing we're gonna hook up is a very simple pico de gallo. If you've never made this before, do not stress out. It's super easy to make. Simply dice up some tomatoes, onions, a seeded jalapeno. We're gonna finally mince up some cilantro, add that to a bowl. Now to offset some of that heat from the jalapeno, because if you've ever had a jalapeno before, sometimes they're mild and okay, and sometimes it's like, dude, this thing is on fire. So what we're gonna use is a little bit of lime juice. A nice ripe lime can be hard to find, but thank goodness for juicers, am I right? The GoodCook juicer is unique in the fact that it's double-sided and can strain off any pulp. Plus, you get the benefit of swapping out the reamer just in case you wanted to hit this pico with some lemon juice. Love this thing. Go ahead and pour it right into the bowl with the vegetables. We're next gonna season it with salt and pepper, give it a little mix, and now let's set it to the side. We're now gonna start on the rest of this recipe. I've got some blue and regular corn tortillas we're gonna fry up. So let's head over to the cooktop. And in a large nonstick skillet, we're simply gonna add in some canola oil. Once it gets to about 350 or 375 degrees, let's go ahead and add in our tortillas. The GoodCook's deep fryer tongs are perfect for stuff like this. You can see that they're perforated, which means any grease will drip back through into the pan, whether you're flipping it or setting it to the side. These are gonna cook for about 2 minutes or so per side. We are gonna put them on a cookie sheet tray lined with paper towels, just gonna help drain off any grease that's left over. Now let's go ahead and get rid of that oil in the pan. Once all the corn tortillas are done frying up, head back over to your cooktop because we're gonna cook up some thick cut bacon. Go ahead and add your bacon strips right to that non-stick skillet. We're gonna cook it over medium heat. And because this is gonna take a few minutes to cook, I'm all about timing. So in a small size sauce pot on low heat, we are gonna add in some black refried beans. You can use regular pinto refried beans if you'd like. We just simply wanna heat these up, so keep them over low heat. Let's go back over to the bacon and give them a little look. Again, the deep fryer tongs are perfect here, straining off any grease when we're flipping over the bacon or setting it to the side on a cookie sheet tray that is lined with paper towels. At this point, let's stop here for a second because you don't want to get rid of that bacon fat. Whether you're cooking in it or using it in a pie crust, and if you've never done that before, you've been missing out. The flakiest, most tender pie crust of all time. So what we're gonna do is actually cook the eggs in this goodness. So turn the heat down to low. We're gonna add in some cracked eggs. I'm not gonna flip it over because that hot bacon fat is gonna kind of come over the top of the egg and cook both sides, but it's not gonna cook the yolk, which is perfect because I like a nice runny yolk. After just a few minutes, let's go ahead and take the eggs out of the bacon fat. We're gonna set that to the side, and last but not least, I've got an avocado here. Now, if you've ever had any issues with peeling or seeding an avocado, GoodCook came out with the most insane avocado tool of all time. It allows you to seed, cube, slice, and scoop with ease. No more worrying about using a big old chef knife to get that seed out or slice it up. You can see the little grooves on here that sort of dig right into the seed and can remove it with ease. I want to small dice this up because I want little bite-sized pieces to go over my tostada. So simply do that. And now it's time to plate up. Lay down your crunchy tostada. Let's hit it with a little bit of the warmed up refried black beans, a couple strips of crispy bacon, fried egg, some of the pico de gallo that we made, the diced avocado, and last but not least, I'm gonna finish off with some chopped cilantro and green onions and some queso fresco cheese. Boom, we are finished. super easy to make, delicious Huevos Rancheros your guests, your family are absolutely gonna love. Well, that's it. That's all the time I've got. Huge thanks to Good Cooks for making this happen. Now go make this recipe and get your brunching on. We'll catch up with you next month.